Recording in progress.
Yo, what's good? Ooh, look at this 4-hour range here. Holy. Alright, this is what we're looking for GJ here. Take sells below here, target for sells. If we look at the daily candle, see how this lines up. Daily candle is going to be bearish at this point down here. So if this happens, it's going to go alongside of our, the trade will be along with the daily candle. And then up here for buys above, daily candle will obviously be very strong bullish. We're in this 4-hour range here, as you can see, but you might be wondering why would I not take buys above 169, 198, 189 here? But that's just because the range the range to the left hand side just is a little choppy. You can see these are small ranges here, so this is 20 to 30 pip range right here, so that's gonna be the next best place for us to catch a trade here on GJ. And if we look at gold, daily candle is currently bullish, and that's where it's gonna flip bearish. So let's see how this aligns. Ooh, no. Nope. Yeah, so sells on gold.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm good. You?
All good, all good.
Okay, let's do this.
Alright, so we got the playbook for both in place. For GJ, like I said, sells below down here, target for sells, and then for buys above here, target for buys up here. And you know, really just looking to catch a trade in the direction of the daily candles. So the reason I'm not considering sells until down here is because the daily candle will be bearish at that point, but it's also the next tradable range for sells. And then for buys, you know, buys above here, daily candle will obviously be very strong bullish at that point. And it's just the next tradable range here for buys with the traffic that we have to the left hand side here on GJ. So that's kind of what we're looking at for now. For GJ, just have to be patient and see if we can get something to execute on. And then for gold, same type of thing, sells below here, 1777.74, target 1771.19. And then if we can get a pullback, form support, like kind of retest this area, we can we might be able to trade to test the top of the range here. However, candles are starting to print side by side here, so it might not play out. So the next tradable range would be 1789.41 to 1794.48. Little no trade range right here, just because it's not big enough.
What about GU, Mike? What do you think about GBPJPY?
I don't trade it, but if you want, send me a chart. I'll look at your analysis.
Okay.
Here, let me pull it up. So daily candle is breaking the high at this point, so probably can anticipate continuation of the bullish movement. Wouldn't want to look for sells until daily candle flips bearish. So on first look, I'd look for sells below that zone. You can see that's like the 4-hour support as well, so that aligns good. Then the next thing you gotta do is just identify a tradable range, or the next thing I would do. So we know that we want sells below that zone, but need to find a tradable range, which for me would be 20 to 30 pips. And there's nothing. Nothing for the sells. Yeah, would have to take sells like below here. Oops. Yeah, so GU is just pretty much in a big range. That's what I would look for on GU if I was scalping it. Doesn't look like fun to me. I'm gonna hope to catch something on gold before news. That's gonna be the game plan. But just gotta wait to wait and see if the playbook's gonna play out here. I'm gonna go get some coffee brewing. I'll be right back. What's good, G Christopher? Thank you, bro. Hope you have an amazing day too, man. Yeah, probably gonna be a waiting game most of today. What's up, Diana? How you doing? How you doing? Happy Tuesday. Happy CPI Tuesday. Yeah, GJ moving south a little bit, but this ain't gonna be a tradable. I mean, it technically is a tradable range, but daily candle's still bullish at this point. Don't really, you can't. Me personally, I can't take sells when daily candle's bullish. This 4 hours just ranging. It looks like it's gonna be tough to trade GJ today. And then gold, we got news, so it's probably gonna be a little tough for that. But I'll be right back. I gotta go pour this coffee out. Alright, my bad, guys. My bad. We back. What's good, Dan? Dan FX, what's good? Peter Mac, what's good? What's good? How you doing? Yeah, I'm just waiting at this point. Honestly, I was just looking at this. I wish the daily candle wasn't bullish right now, because right now we have rejection here, and now rejection here. We break this low right here. Makes perfect sense. We'll come down, fill the bottom of this range here. But daily candle's bullish until we come down to this level. So I don't like any sells here. Plus we already broke the high. So yeah. It's nothing at this point. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. See, now it's starting to flip bullish here on the 30-minute. It's the thing, like the momentum is bullish just because of the daily candle here. 4-hour candle, strong bullish. If the 4-hour candle can break this high right here, based on 4-hour low levels, and you know, I think we come in at 1792, no problem. But if we drop it down lower time frames, we got some traffic here. We got to be cautious about. So I'm gonna wait until price comes up above 1789.41. Go from there. So I don't like to trade against the direction of the daily candle though, because you know, had I taken sells here based off of, you know, the rejection, like in theory it makes sense, but the story has got a line across all time frames and it doesn't. Money world, money sign. Hey, what's going on? What's up? What's good with it? We chilling right now, just enjoying some coffee. Responding to some Twitter messages. So this 30-minute candle close right at this resistance level, just higher than this level here, but not higher than these candles here. I mean, still got this zone, another zone right here. Just gotta wait. Just gotta wait here on gold. Still nothing on GJ. Patience, man. Patience. Since we are Forex trading now, got a little show and tell with some foreign currency. Man, this Aruban money is pretty crazy. It's pretty cool. See, it's got sea turtles on it and shit, seashells. It's $10 in Aruba. Can't remember how much US dollars that is. $5 or something. The quality of this though is way higher than the US dollars. It's crazy. Got some fish on it. Big sea turtle. It's pretty cool. Useless here in the States, so they don't give a shit. Take that to the store, they're gonna be like, what the hell is that for? We just do a show and tell session today. Check this out. This right here, it's a shark tooth I found. It's a big fucker. I got one like as big as my hand, shark tooth. So it's pretty cool though. Megalodon tooth. Just random shit I got sitting on my desk. Ali, what's good with it? Welcome. We got a boring session so far this morning. Yeah, exactly. Wait for CPI. Yep. Yeah, I was just chilling at this point. Honestly, I'm not really looking to trade CPI, to be completely real with you. But if I can catch a trade before, that'll be great. If not, try and catch something after it. I ain't really trying to trade that bitch though. What is your predict about CPI? This right here. Buys above. Buys above, sells below. Target for sells, target for buys. Then for GJ, this right here. I don't really pay attention to news like that. Like I don't try and predict these events or anything like that. I don't try and predict anything in the market. I just make an analysis and I hop on for the ride. It's like waiting at the bus stop. You know, like you wait at the bus, you just chillin', the bus pulls up, you hop on that bitch, you go along for the ride until your next destination. This is exactly how I trade. You know, these are my bus stops. Once they come into these areas, I'm gonna hop on and I'm gonna hop out at my next destination. If you want to learn from somebody that's really good about predicting these types of events, so look up Capital Hungry. Capital Hungry, the homie Jeevan over there. The homie Jeevan over there is a wizard when it comes to the fundamentals, but me, I just don't have time. I don't have time to like even care about like news events. My brain doesn't operate like that. I'm a very simple person. I'm honestly not that smart. Peter Mac, good analogy. Yeah, I can't lie. I didn't come up with that. I can't lie. Somebody else said that on a stream not too long ago. I think it was actually Wix9. I don't know if you guys know Wix9, but you can look up his stream too. He streams Asian session. He's pretty good. I like him. Good vibes in there. Trades very similar style to me as well. PPI was better for USD, so CPI will be good too. Yeah, I mean, if you think so, if you back tested that, I don't even know when PPI was. Oh, right here. Rock that sell stop MK. Yeah, I hope it works out for you. Hope it works out. Hope it works out, big dog. The fuck? Yeah, I might I might trade it with like a damn .01 or something, you know, just cuz might place a little sell stop buy stop action with a .01. Just to play along with the fun, but it's not something that I really like to trade. I don't like to trade emotionally like that. To me, trading news is very emotional. I also don't like to lose money. So in my opinion, trading news events, you know, usually leads people losing money. Although the buy stop sell stop like theory, like it does work out very well. You just gotta react quick. Yeah, it usually does that with PPI, Peter. PPI usually is like that. Like those news events that don't like cause a lot of volume. Like those news events that don't cause a lot of volume are a little hit or miss. But those ones that do cause a lot of volume, like CPI, yeah, you get a lot of work moving that way.
Mike, how you doing, brother?
Good, man. How you doing?
Anything special today, Mike?
Say that again, man.
Anything special today? Have you got any moves or what? Nothing yet, right?
You're breaking up. But yeah, no, I think I understood what you were saying. I haven't taken anything. Just waiting at this point. Waiting game. Looking at my emails.
Oh, yeah, I can see. I just had it's an easy trade with London. Actually, I took a buy with London session. It was some quick. It was 40 pips.
Buys on gold.
Sure, yeah, buys on gold with London. So it was a bit tricky. I had to kind of close some positions, manage some risk, and then at the end of it, all the price started moving into my direction. And yeah, I had a runner running. That's what paid me off. And just a little bit of small profits because most of my positions when price was playing ping pong. My which term is this?
I can't really understand you, Harith. You're breaking up like a mofo.
What the fuck's wrong with your mic?
Sound like Chewbacca. Yeah, this might push through the zone pretty smooth because you know, we're coming into New York open. Usually get some volume through there, but I don't trust it. I don't like to look at this shit here. So we have resistance right here. You know, we barely close above this zone. Didn't close above this level right here. I'd rather wait for something better. Yeah, YouTube chat's going nuts. Yeah, just like you said, Money World, wait till CPI. For me personally, I'm probably just going to wait for the move to happen. I'll look for some sort of continuation or correction after the news hits.
I think I have to do the same. I love to see a correction.
Yeah, the correction or continuation of news, either one is going to happen. Just got to figure out which way. Find the confirmations. Oh, nice.
The world is pushing.
Yeah, Igor, yeah, like I said, you know, that pre-NY volume, push that thing up there. Risky in my opinion though. I'm only looking for those A+ setups, and that ain't A+ in my opinion. But if it works, it works. It is going to fill the wick. Yeah, this one. Yeah, potentially. Potentially. Yeah, GJ just not doing anything. Jesus, man. Igor, this right here. Hey guys, what do you guys think where the market will go during the release of CPI news? It's going to go up or down. The market's either going to go up or down. This is the setup I'm preparing for. If it comes in here and closes, buys above. If it comes down here and closes, sells below. You guys are gonna lose all your fucking money. You try and predict the market like this. You can't predict the market. The market is gonna do what the market wants to do.
Yeah, it's a 50-50.
Exactly, Dan. It's just a game of probabilities. 100%. What's the probability price going to continue bullish? What's the probability price is going to continue bearish? 100%. But you know, if we think about what happened during CPI last week, PPI, this is essentially what happened. Price moved bullish. We had like a huge fucking wick down during the news, and then it came back up to continue. So this was... Nah, that wasn't it. Right here. PPI. Moved bullish just like it is now. Then took a huge dump. Came and filled its wick, and then continued. So it could be what it's doing now. It's just it could be just pricing in the bullish movement. But for me, it really all comes down to, like the direction of the daily candle matching up with 30-minute zones. That's the way I trade. It's not the right way to trade. It's not the wrong way to trade. It's just the way I trade. It's the simplest way that I've figured out how to be profitable. So I mean, if I think about that with correlation to news, you know, daily candle is bullish currently. So I would think it's gonna continue bullish. I don't see any reason why it would go bearish based on price action.
Hello, Mike. Can you hear me very well now?
Yeah, what's up, Harith?
I'm good, brother. How you doing?
Good, man, good.
Yeah, I was like pointing out that during London, I caught some buys gold. During pre-London, from pre-London to London.
Hell yeah. You catch it down here?
No, above that resistance. When I woke up, that move was happening. So what I did, I waited for the new 4-hour candle to open. So basically, I was following the 4-hour. My whole trade idea was based off the 4-hour. So when I woke up, I found that 4-hour is closing. That bullish one, the second bullish 4-hour.
Yeah.
Closing, and then so this second one was opening. So I asked myself, if you're having a rejection coming in from the 1778 areas, and now you have two 4-hour candles closing bullish, what is the probability of the next one to really good takes out the high? So what I did was go to the 5 minutes, mark out my Asian high and Asian low, and then waited for price to really. So basically, what I said, the Asian high was that 4-hour candle high of that previous bullish 4-hour candle high. So it's basically like I waited for that lower to be created on the 4-hour. The moment I started having confirmations on the 5 minute closing, creating support. Basically, that's creating a lower wick on the 4-hour. I jumped in with the confidence of knowing that pre-London is coming in with the volume to push it further up to retest the areas around 1790, 1789. So I took early interest, so it had to delay a little bit. I got caught up. But I had to be patient. But I managed to twist a little bit, and then left a small run that really played out.
Hell yeah, good work. Yeah, I was looking at this when I logged in here. So nice move. Nice little break and retest, and then the continuation. And then we had the retest again. Continuation.
Yeah, but you know where price is at right now. If it was not for the news, I would be looking for sell. But I saw that we have news today, CPI and what. I was like, things are going to go towards the window right now.
Yeah.
It won't work out.
Yeah, I was looking at it right here when it was like breaking the lows right here. But daily candle is pretty bullish at this point, so don't really want to trade against that.
Yeah, looking at the daily candle, yeah. And you know, the thing is that we're having that on, if you look at the 4-hour, that rejection, right, the 1778, that area where we're having that rejection from is a very tough zone. So it is more of a continuation of the trend after that rejection. If you can zoom out a little bit, like zoom in, let it be like white. Yeah, exactly. So if you see where we had the rejection from, it's like price broke there impulsively. So price just came back to retest that area to really continue with what we're seeing as a trend on gold. So
yeah,
with all that being put into consideration, then things didn't really play out. It becomes scary to really again look for more sales from that perspective. After seeing it, because if you see clearly where we rejected from on the 4-hour, that area is very tough. It's more of break and retest. So price had to come at that area because the price had never retested that area.
Yeah, understood.
Just broke impulsive in the 4-hour to really continue. So that makes it very scary, more scary to even try and find sales. So with news coming in, let's see how news will hit the market and then find entries. Then entries will come better when the news settles.
Yeah, I'm thinking that think I'm gonna have to wait until after news, and then just either trade the correction or the continuation.
Oh, if you want to do cowboys, then go in with your stocks, buy stocks and sell stocks.
Yeah.
You know, the thing with CPI is that it doesn't whipsaw a little that much. If it drops, it drops into one direction, but you have to be very careful.
Yeah.
Because you never know what you're going to get. But what I've seen with CPI, the old CPI, is that it has not really done this thing of what NFP does. Like it can go either way in just 5 seconds. It keeps you east and west. With CPI, it has just dropped one way. It is up, it is up. If it's down, it's down. Then after correction comes in later on.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, the high volume news events will usually push, but yeah, like we saw with PPI on Friday, it'll trigger both of them. Got to be careful.
My idea is, if I'm to look at this whole week that we are having news, and probably based off how the monthly candles really close when it comes to the month of December, we have seen that all these monthly candles close bullish, right? Right now, if we look at the situation we are in right now, we've not even half, we've not yet finished this, like, we've not gone half of December, right? What is the date today? Today is
13 today, yeah.
So I would probably recon sales lane to create really a really nice lower week on the monthly candle, so that if we are to really go bullish as how December has always been, then in the second half of this month will be those days where you're going to have that area moving bullish.
Yeah, yeah, let me see.
So that's what I reckon actually.
Oh, yeah.
But let's see how it really plays out.
Yep, that's all we can do. Wait and see, wait and see. Yeah, see, this is kind of like what I was saying earlier, though. Like this zone, you know, can't ignore this. Can't ignore support and resistance zones.
If it was our normal days of trading, trust me, I would go my 5 minutes right now as the usual.
Yeah.
Trying to find something. But right now, it's no on a tempo with that, man. Even if confirmations come, things may not really go as expected.
Yeah, it could get dangerous fast. Yeah, there it goes, breaking the lows. Change in direction. 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 This is going,
now you see, this is the thing. But because of the news, you're always skeptical of taking anything like that.
yeah, I mean, it's not valid for me anyways. I'm not looking for sells until it comes down below 1777. I don't care what it does up here.
Yeah, but you know, these are the same sales like we took yesterday, those who were trading like from London. which really have the ones like actually the ones we took yesterday, me and you with NY.
What the hell? You can't see these things. Dang, man. Dang. I hate when it's slow like this, man. Fuck. Can't do nothing. It's like a waste of time. I could be sleeping right now. For everybody in the States, though, go Lions. The Lions are back, baby. Anybody that watches real football. Real football, Harid.
Where's my shirt?
What's that? Your shirt?
Like, where's my shirt? Where's my cup? Yeah, I need one of that.
Yeah.
Are you a football fan?
Yeah, real football.
Nah. You know, real football is we use what a leg and the ball, right? The foot and the ball. But in USA, your football is you use the hand and like I don't know.
Yeah, people are confused over here. But no, I grew up playing soccer actually.
Yeah, you see, yeah, you call it soccer, playing soccer.
Yeah.
But in the World Cup, they showed you what real football is and what soccer is.
Yeah, I haven't really been watching it for real.
You watch NFL, right?
Yeah, I like to watch I honestly like college sports a lot more.
Get you.
But yeah, they just had the college national championship for soccer. It was just last night.
Oh, where in your state?
It was in North Carolina, but it was for like all the colleges in the US, the national championship.
Oh, got it.
But yeah, I mean, it's getting pretty big here. Like soccer is getting pretty big here. Like the MLS, the MLS is getting pretty big. The stadiums, like they're starting to build like big ass stadiums and but I mean like football here, like American football, man, stadiums are fucking huge. They seat 100,000 people.
Yeah, I've seen because American football is very huge there over there. Yeah, soccer is just upcoming in the USA. It's just a new sport that is just hitting the spotlight.
Yeah,
but
even
real soon, I assure you, it's going to take over football. Soccer is so.
5 billion football fans around the world, 400 million American football fans around the world. End of discussion, Sam Shah says.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, but if you think about that, Sam,
real football?
If you think about that though, that's 5 billion people that are soccer fans, and 400 million people are American football fans. If you think about the ratio of, people in the world compared to like people that like are just in the US, that's a lot more people like American football than they do soccer. If you just think about the ratio.
If you're thinking about the ratio, then do the same thing with the UK.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so that's what I mean. Yeah.
From that perspective.
It's getting big in Europe though too. American football is getting big in Europe. Like they had those games in Germany and shit. They had that game in Munich, and there was like over 100,000 people at that game.
Yeah, even NFL took place in UK, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Currently, they've been doing those games over there. Even the Emirates Stadium, they've hosted some games there.
Yeah.
So basically, what they're doing is they're trying to sell their brand overseas.
Yeah, they did a game in Mexico City recently. Yeah, they're trying to expand it. They've been doing the same thing with NASCAR too. NASCAR racing. What's this right here? Sam Shah, you don't understand what I'm saying, man. I'm talking about the fucking world. Look up how many people are in the world. That's what I'm saying. Ali, where you set the buy stop and sell stop. I would set it below the 30-minute candle and above the 30-minute candle, but I'm probably not gonna do that today. Sam, can you see this? I don't know if you can see that, Sam, but that says 3.5 billion people are soccer fans, not 5 billion. 5 billion. Your numbers are wrong.
Mike went for the stats. Mike, why you ain't checking? Mike, you're not taking it easy, bro.
Damn, look at this gold right now. Holy.
You see? That's what news does. Oh.
Oh, this is Comex. Comex just came in. Maybe that's what it was. A little push from that. Yeah.
Yeah, 10 minutes news is right on the corner, right just there. And for sure, if you're to anticipate that, I'm anticipating news to really keep on pushing with what price is doing right now.
A sport that originated in the UK that took over the world's interest. Yeah, I mean, think about
What is DJ doing?
think about how long the UK has been around versus the US. You know, I mean, it makes sense. GJ is not doing anything, man.
Just stuck into that range again.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let it play out. I'm gonna let the news play out. Try and catch something afterwards. I'm on a winning streak right now. I'm not trying to disrupt that over some bullshit news. Gotta be smart. But yeah, to settle the debate versus football and soccer, or American football and real football, I guess. I definitely think like they all have their own. Like I've been to all, you know, like I've been to like big ass college football games, big rivalry games. Been to bullshit NFL games. I went and saw Manchester United play, and when I was in London, and I went to an international hockey game, Czech Republic versus Russia. Like each sport, in my opinion, like they all have their own experiences, you know.
Yeah, that's totally right. That's totally right. Depends on your hobby and what you really like watching and enjoying.
Yeah, like I mean, to me, like nothing compares to an NFL game in the US. Nothing compares to a big rivalry game in college football. But at the same time, nothing compares to seeing Manchester United play in their stadium, you know, like that, whatever their stadium's called, Wembley or whatever.
Old Trafford.
And same thing like with that hockey game I went to, Czech Republic versus Russia. Like that shit was insane. Like I've never experienced anything like that.
You know, any sport becomes so interesting when you know how the sport works.
Yeah, exactly.
That makes it so interesting. So you're like, you sit on the edge of your seats, like seeing something happening on the ground. Like, you see someone shouting at themselves. Like, it becomes so easy as a fan, seeing what the other one is supposed to do, rather than you being in the pitch doing it.
Yeah, it's funny because my girlfriend, she doesn't understand, like, I mean, she's starting to understand like the rules behind like American football and stuff. But like for the longest time, she didn't know anything about it, and she was like, "This is the dumbest sport." And then like she started to understand like the rules and, you know, like some strategy shit like that just from watching it, like since we've been together and stuff. And so like now she's like really interested into it. So it's funny, like exactly to your point, like if you don't know about it, you know, it's hard to get into it. But once you know about it, once you see like plays happening or certain things happening, it's like it's real easy to get into it.
Yeah, for sure. That's totally right.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens here with gold.
Yep.
Buy stops, sell stops.
So, if you're to bet something right now, what do you bet on right now? What is going to happen on gold? Like, if they told you now, bet on something, bet on either sell or buy, what do you bet on?
Sell.
I would take buys.
I'll take sell.
I just like
Okay, you take.
just based on the daily candle, you know, daily candle's bullish. So I mean, if price was down here, 1777 area, if it was down here, I would take sells. But
It did fail to make a higher high on the daily though.
yeah, for sure.
At a pretty big resistance.
Yeah, previous daily candle strong bearish, but for me, like sells aren't confirmed until the daily candle is moving bearish, you know, like to me it just like we got a strong 4-hour candle here. I mean, news could completely flip that, but
Can I have a look at the 15-minute candle?
yeah, let's see. 15.
Okay. You know what? I reconcile. I'll stick with my analysis that I made earlier on London, because if that was the case when you didn't have news, then I would be in sales right now. So I'll just go with that. I'll go with my analysis I did in London session. Let's see. You're in for buys, I'm in for sales.
Yeah.
Just gotta wait, to be honest.
Go!
I'm in for sale. I'm selling the news. If that is to get into the market, I have to sell the news.
Okay.
Because I think the inflation, they're not trying to reduce. That is to curb the inflation. I think today news is about inflation, tomorrow about interest rate. Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Jake?
Oh, let me look a little further.
If you use the QML, I think next.
I know people right now who have used buy stocks and sell stocks that's shitting themselves right now. In about 2 minutes that it's remaining, your heart rate just goes up, top. Everything just becomes a mess at that point. You start sweating and unnecessary.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know news was gonna happen right now, so I guess my answer is neither.
Like, what do you reckon to see on the chart? Do you reckon to see a buy or sell?
If you want to gamble, like
I see a sell setting up, but it's too early
Yeah,
to actually sell.
Well, since Mike is right above that, let's see. Mike, you get that right? I know you're a gambler.
I agree with Mike's buys above area though.
No, like Mike, what is just anticipating right now for news to do is like he's reckoning.
Look, there it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There
there
you
you go.
go. Yeah. Mike, you're a gambler.
Look at that. That would have been activated already. Like, what the hell?
You see, I was telling some people that they don't expect much with CPI, and now you see what it's doing.
It's like TradingView is just frozen. It doesn't even know it's happening. Look at that. Just fucking rocket launch.
Oh my days.
Yeah, I told you, man. I told you, man. The daily candle's bullish, man. You guys try to fuck with me against the daily candle, man. The daily candle's strong.
yeah.
It's news.
Mike, you're a gambler.
Doesn't matter. It's just news.
Yeah, it's news, you know. That's what news does. Fucks up all the analysis that you have, and then it does whatever it wants to.
That's why. That's why I didn't want anything to do with it, man.
God.
But you know, it makes sense.
Man.
There was nothing
Did they
to the
decrease
downside,
the
really.
rates?
There was CPI doing the job.
Okay, that's a lot. That's a lot of volume right there.
How many pips are those? 300?
I don't know. That thing freaking moved though.
Yeah, it's like 240.
Oh, 240, wow. People have smashed.
Yeah, man. News cracks me up, man. Holy.
Yeah. Like, that's the beauty of CPI. CPI all these years has been doing the same thing. When it strikes once. Nothing like with showing people out and this and the other. Unless you want to hold and feel like you're swinging, that's when you get the worst out of it.
Yeah, I wonder if.
Mike, you're still looking for buys?
No.
Oh, GJ. You did the opposite. Wow, congrats everyone who took those buys and sells respectively. If I was the one, I would be shutting it down right now and just going to kill.
Oh man, good times.
I hate news days.
No, it's all good. I mean, just let this move settle in. Catch a move during London close on the correction.
Can I have a look at the 4 hour?
Took out all the highs.
Yeah, you know where it is right now is that area is not a simple area. It's a very tough zone. If you look to your left and just put a line there on the 4 hour, put some sort of a resistance in that area. Yeah. Now move to your left. Look, zoom out, then look at your left. You have that. Yeah, exactly there, and then zoom out and look to your left and see how price has reacted to that area previously. It's not an easy area. So if you want to find continuation to buy, it's going to be difficult at that point. You just want to see that area being taken out.
Yeah, usually what I do in this situation is I do a right click and remove drawings, and yeah, just wait for a second and redo my analysis.
I thought you wanted to say that sell. I was like, okay, free enough. I'm just waiting to show you press that button and press that movie.
Nah, just have to chill now. Just have to chill. Never even looked at what the numbers were though. What these things come out at. Bad. See, like there's all kinds of assumptions earlier. One guy earlier was saying that PPI was bad on Friday, or I mean was good on Friday, so that means CPI is gonna be good today. Like you can't predict it, man. Like everybody tries to predict it, you can't predict it.
Yeah, you can't. These things can't be predicted. Just stuff, man. When it comes to news, you feel like, do I even know anything about trading?
Yeah, legit. That's honestly why I don't fuck with it, because it can ruin your confidence. You blow an account trading news, you'd be mad as fuck.
Yeah.
So ruin your confidence.
You look at them.
Confidence killer. But at the same time, I mean, I know a lot of people that really trade it really well. Like, I mean, the buy stop, sell stop theory usually works out pretty well.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you're not going to use buy stops and sell stops, I don't see any other way. Are you going to catch the highs and the bottoms? It's just way difficult to trade the news if you're not going to use that buy stops and sell stops. So do you know how many accounts are bleeding right now?
Oh yeah, I mean, people are crying right now. There's a lot of people crying. I've been there, man. I've been there so many times. Like I've been there, just getting freaking bent, man. Holy,
You get dunked with gold. You get dunked with GJ.
Imagine it. It's 8:30 in the morning, man. Imagine being in that emotional wreck at 8:30 in the morning, man. It's terrible.
Yeah.
It's terrible, man.
Regretting why you woke up very early from your bed.
Yeah, you wake up, you're like, hell yeah, I'm gonna make some money today. Nope. Wrecked.
Yeah, it's a tough feeling.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible. Been there so many times, and it's terrible.
That's why I take a no trading day as a winner as well, because you've not lost anything and your money is still there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
more tough, like losing every single day and then waking up and doing it again.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the biggest thing for me, like the biggest discovery that I had that made me just hooked to trading was like I was taking big losses, but I just kept thinking I need to figure out how to get on the other side of these trades. If I can get on the other side, I could be making all this money, not losing it. But it's tough, just like you said, Jake. Sure. Just to get your head beat in every single day and show up. It's tough.
The tenacity of showing up every day.
Yeah, but it must be done. I mean, this. So it's like driving a stick shift car, like a manual car. You just have to fail. You have to fail and learn from the mistakes. You know, you can't. It's really hard to like teach somebody how to drive a stick shift car. You know, like you have to feel it out. You have to get used to it on your own. Same thing with trading. Same thing with a lot of shit. Really, a lot of shit.
You learn more when you're trading live, having that live experience from the market rather than watching videos and the other. And lying to yourself that you can do this, do the other. Get into the live market and feel that if you have that confidence of doing that, what you're seeing in the live videos.
Yeah. Yeah, you get that emotion involved.
When you're seeing your account going into a drawdown, seeing $500 being deducted out of your account. So, what is next? What are you going to do there? Are you going to close? Are you going to leave it to run? Are you going to think that you're swing trading? That's why I always think it becomes tough. You know, that's the thing that when you take an entry, like let's say on the 15 minutes and you see things are really not going well, you hop onto the 1 hour and extend your stop loss onto the 1 hour low. Like now, okay, I'm using the 1 hour. Let me just
like, oh shit, it's coming towards my stop loss. I don't want to take a loss, so I'm gonna move it.
I'm gonna track down to the 1 hour and see what's happening. 1 hour fails, okay. The 4 hour is still a bigger time frame. By the end of it all, your count is gone.
Yeah, for real. For real. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait at this point for some more information to print.
Yeah, especially right now with gold. It's you know what the better thing to do right now if I was going to trade this is waiting for the hourly candle to close and really see.
Yeah, because that's gonna give us a lot of information there. The 4 hour, 1 hour, 30 minute.
Hourly, yeah. And then you have NYSE coming into play because if NYSE is going to really push up, you need first to have manipulation down to really get better prices. Do you think they're going to buy from those highs?
Yeah.
They need also premium prices to really drive the market back up. So of course, so you would expect a pullback first, some sort of support, and then a continuation.
Yeah, really just need to pull back in continuation or pull back and correction.
Exactly. One of them could work. So NYC is going to also dictate what is going to really happen.
Have that or
Yep, exactly. Gamblers are chilling right now with them buy stocks and sell stocks. They're already out of the market. Yeah, now it feels like now everything has come to an end for them.
Man, if you catch those moves though, you get good at catching those moves, man. You make a shit ton of money. Like I seen Raja make 200 grand before off of news. And I mean, it'd be like 30 seconds, 1 minute, Can you imagine making 200 grand in like 30 seconds, 1 minute? Like, I'd take the whole year off. I wouldn't trade for a whole year. I'd be like, I'm out of here.
Way back then when Putin was invading Ukraine, I saw there's people who made money. The likes of Uncle Ted crushed these things, man. Raja, I remember.
Yeah.
Crazy back then.
Yeah, I made some money on that Russia shit.
When they invaded?
Yeah, it was crazy.
I remember some of my friends couldn't sleep. They wanted to wait Asian because Asian, that's when the move could really start. Kick off. Asian session. Oh, it was mad back then. They used to stay up all night trying to catch those moves on gold. And man, they could dunk gold seriously. 500 pip move. What the hell is going on here?
Yeah, it just kept going.
Yeah,
Yeah, I kept on pushing. People had runners.
Yeah, when I first started like getting like pretty consistent with trading, it was right when like COVID first started, and man, some of my buddies were trading US 30, and they would just wake up in the morning, wait for new NYSE open, and just take sells on US 30, just make money like so fast, man.
That's
They'd be
nutty.
in and out like so quick. One of my homies made 200 grand in one day, man. I couldn't even believe it.
Dude, that's just like
You know, the
stressful as fuck.
Oh yeah. yeah, I couldn't do it, but I was just like, man, watching it, I was just like, man.
the reason I'm scared of taking news is that it gives you false confidence.
Yeah, there's just like, it's not like a replicatable strategy, in my opinion. That's like what I really look for, is something that can be, you know, replicated over and over and over again.
Shit. You want to see something crazy? So my old boss, after I stopped working for him at that real estate firm, he started doing that same shit, just buying basically when the market was just shooting up.
Yeah.
And he turned his like, he was probably worth like 10 mil when I was working for him, but after that he was worth like, it was 275 million, I think.
Holy.
And this is so he bought a house, and I was there to see the house before the renovations, but I never got to see it after because I worked with his wife that divorced him, you know, so I couldn't really like be friends with him anymore. But this is his house now for sale. Here, I'm gonna put it in the Zoom. Hurry, look at that shit.
Okay.
Damn, 7.6 million, 17,000 square foot.
I never got to see inside, but it looks crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, this thing is a castle.
And that pool,
Holy.
man, like that pool and that whole wall, the whole back side of the house was taken out so that it could like flow into the pool.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
sick.
So, by
Yeah.
the time he bought this house, it was not renovated like the way it is right now?
No, it was like kind of shitty. He bought it for like 2 million.
Yeah, this
I
thing
think he
is
put 3
sick,
in it.
man. This is a palace.
Yeah, it's huge. 18,000 square feet. But now I'm pretty.
Like in Atlanta.
The last thing I heard about him is he hit a margin call and lost like all of it.
Dude, I wouldn't doubt it, man. Like, that's the thing, is like that strategy is not replicatable, you know.
He was
There's,
just buying dips.
yeah, there's nothing like my uncle, he might be watching this shit. My uncle Dustin, if you're watching this shit, shout out. But anyways, he was the same way, man. He was the same way. Like, he made a shit ton of money like doing that too. Like, I'd be talking to him, you know, and he'd be like, yeah, man, I made like 25 grand this month trading. I'm just like, what? You know, like, that's insane. But then he would like start telling me stories about like, yeah, man, you know, I was down 20 grand, so I dropped another 20 into it, and then dropped another, and I'm just like, oh my god, dude, like, that sounds terrible. Like, it sounds like you got a bad stomach ache.
Yeah, it sucks.
Like, no, I could not do that. But it was funny because I was trying to tell him like how I was trading Forex. I was like, nah, dude, like you should like start doing this. Like, you understand like trading, you know, like you understand the concept of it. You just need to like create some sort of strategy, you know. And so I was like trying to explain it to him. He was like, nah, man, I just find these penny stocks and, you know, buy like 20,000 shares, and, you know, if it goes down a couple of pennies, I just buy another 20,000. You know, I'm just like, no, dude, you're insane.
Yeah, that's
You
too
just
much.
reminding me of my cousin brother. We're always discussing here. So what he's doing currently is that for him he only trades news. He only appear on charts when it is news time. Now, like today, he was on the chart. So I don't know how he has performed. I'm not seeing even any text from him. I don't know. He has been hammered or he has hammered. I don't know, but his strategy is trading news. He's like, I'm tired of trading like every day. I'll just only wait for news to come in. The day he has already marked off his calendar, he knows when news are going to be out, CPI, NFT, all these news. So that's his strategy. Like, I only trade news. Buy stocks and sell stocks, in and out, I'm gone. I'm like, okay, but one day you're going to regret this because this thing is not going to be like forever. You don't know what, because it's like, you move like a gambler because you don't know what's going to happen.
I mean, I think you could
One day
trade
when you-
only news successfully.
Yeah, that's what he's saying, but that's what he's now doing actually. For the past 2 months, I guess, he has been doing the same thing.
My only fear would be if one of your stop losses got like slipped.
Yeah.
But you know, with the issue with news, you don't have a stop loss. You only have a buy stop and sell stop, and then for good
No,
and
you
in my
have-
country, you go.
What are you talking about? You have a stop loss?
He doesn't have a stop loss on news. He's just opening buy stops and sell stops, you know.
Oh, well then yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, it moves so fast. Like, you can't even really set them.
Yeah, that's the thing. It becomes so difficult to really put your stops on news. So what you only do, you just go in for like, like buy stops and sell stops. You're like open. You just opened yourself for the market to do whatever they want to do. So that's the issue with news. That's why I don't really. Even if I have a winning trade on news, I don't really feel confident. Like, is this something I can do over and over again? Nah, I don't feel like it's something that came with depth.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, anytime I've had a successful news trade, it just like didn't even feel right. It's like, what did I even do here?
Yeah, that's the thing with news, you know. It doesn't build any confidence or give you any morale to your trading. More of like, okay, something that happened once in a while, well and good, I'll take that.
So Mike, you're gonna trade the rest of the year?
Yeah, I'll keep showing up. I mean, I'm gonna be out of town from like the 26th to the 30th, December 26th to the 30th. I actually might be going to Atlanta this weekend. I'll have to hit you up if I go out that way. But yeah, I'm gonna be out of town the 26th to the 30th. So that's probably the only time that I'll be like off.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, I thought about it, man. I've just been getting pummeled, to be honest with you. I'm on a big losing streak for December.
Yeah, it happens, man.
I just don't like December. It always happens in December, and then I regret trading it.
Yeah. No, it happens for sure. I mean, if it doesn't work for you, then
I haven't been sticking to my plan though.
Oh yeah. That's usually what I figure out. Like, when I'm reviewing my trade history, you know, I'll just be like, oh, you know, did this and that's not a part of my plan. Did this, that's not a part of my plan.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of daily candle trades.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's tough too, because like a lot can interfere with that, you know.
Well, so like I back tested this strategy on soft Forex, and it was like just unreal, like crazy, and it's really not discretionary at all. So I mean, it's just like set rules. So I was like, damn, dude, like one pair on daily candles, I was getting like 50% over like 2 months, and I kept on doing it with like 5 different pairs. It was like the same results. So I was like, damn, dude, like this is like the truth. And then I tried it with like a few pairs in the live markets, and it was just I lost like every single one of them.
Yeah, I've done that a lot.
It's basically just like if there's a big daily candle with volume, you just wait for that to close and then wait for a wick that goes like 25%, you know, of the body. And then once it flips in the previous candle's direction, you just like take that trade with the stops above the wick. but in the live market, it was just tricky.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, a lot can happen, you know, in a day's time. And
Yeah.
like the biggest thing I think about with stuff like that too is like there's a lot of like news events throughout the year or economic things or whatever the case that happens, you know, that can influence, like for example, like the Russian invasion, you know, like then not too long ago, what do we have that was causing GJ to be all wild? Can't remember. But
What, like Brexit?
no, it was like in September, October. I think it was like when they first started like raising the interest rates. It was something like that. But remember there was like a 2-week time period there where like 30-minute candles would be like 50 pips, like every single one of them, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like things like that, you know, like there's always going to be like situational market events that like just cause shit to be a little bit more wild, where like stuff like that to me is harder to replicate through like a simulation experience, you know, like when we did like the first like simulation like on here, like on the streams, we picked like the week before, you know, it was like the Russian invasion, so like there was like all this, you know, skepticism going on because there was like the talks and a lot of shit going on, but market just ranged, you know, like it didn't do anything. So it's like there's always like things like that, you know.
Definitely, always. That's why the day trading, like day to day, is it's good because you can, you know, assess it day by day.
Exactly, forward 50.
But honestly, I do have a few problems with it. I mean, nothing is flawless in trading.
Oh yeah.
My main thing is like, it's basically like, just like the ratios, like the reward ratios with what we do. It's basically like you start with a 1-to-1, right? And if it goes like 50% to your stop loss, you basically like lose the trade because you're taking out like 80 to 90% right there. And then if it, like, in order to get that trade back, your runner would have to run like many pips, you know, just to get back like that 90%.
Yeah.
Then on the other hand, if you're winning, you get like 50% to your TP, and you only take like a little bit, you know, so your win is really small, but your losses are small. So it seems like with what we're doing, you have to have like a super high win rate, which is like a tall order to do like in markets.
Yeah,
So it just seems
100%.
like you're constantly like on the edge of collapsing, basically.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, for sure.
That's
Yeah,
what
no,
I
that's
really like about this.
yeah, and like to that point, even like it's all like it's your trading strategy almost always has to be changing too. You know, not necessarily like the whole like burn it and rebuild, but you know, like always like adjusting little things. Like that's why a lot of like what you just explained, Jake, is why I just been letting my trades like run. Either they hit like the 10 pips, I'll secure like a little bit and let them go to TP, or they'll hit full stop loss. Like I haven't been cutting losses, you know.
Yeah.
But a lot of that's just because like I've also like adjusted the stop loss to be like below or above the previous 30-minute candle, so if that breaks, like the trade is definitely going against me. Whereas like what you're talking about with like the 50% rule, you know, 50% drawdown rule, like that doesn't necessarily mean market structure is going to break, so you know, it doesn't mean it's going to go against us, you know. So it's like little things like that, you know, has to be like refined. That's why like a couple of weeks ago I was talking about it, because somebody asked me like you know, if I learned from Raja, or what was like, no, they asked me like where would I compare myself towards Raja's journey, and I was like, you know, right at that point, like when I first started following Raja, he was like at that point where he was like, all right, now I'm gonna focus on losing less. You know, like I've gotten down like profiting. You know, like I'm definitely like I'm profitable in the markets, but I need to focus on like losing less, so that way my winners will always outweigh the losers. And like I feel like I'm like starting to transition into that. You know, like I'm getting more confident with like the winning plays, but now I'm starting to realize like for example, when price breaks the high in the first like 30 seconds, it's probably going to come down and break the low, you know? So
yeah,
like
I have been good about that. Like,
yeah.
candlestick, how they form and when they form.
Yeah, so I think it's just part of it, you know, like it's just one of those things where you kind of have to eat shit for a long time and just learn from it, you know, develop all your little rules, all your game plans based around it, you know, which is the tough thing. But that's what I always say, like, you know, like like trading isn't hard, you know, like being a profitable trader isn't hard. It's like it's the mindset that you have when you take the losses that's hard, you know.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, if you can just focus on what you were saying, if you can get in that stage where you're literally only focused about your stop loss, and honestly get excited when you get into drawdown because you have a chance to like practice what you need to do. Like that's a pretty powerful mind state to be in when you're trading.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, that's why like Raja always talks about like you know, don't quit your job, you know, like make sure you have income, you know, like trading should be a hobby. And like when he first started talking like that, when I first started hearing him talk like that, I was like, what the fuck's this guy talking about? You know, like I'm trying to be a full-time trader, you know. and but like as I like started like going through it myself, like as I traded for like a year or whatever, like to your point, like I started realizing like, no, you do just have to treat it like a hobby. Like you can't really have that emotional attachment to the money, you know. Like it's essentially calculated gambling, you know. Like my grandpa, for example, my grandpa, he's got a gambling addiction. Like, you know, he lives up in Michigan, right down the street from a casino. He's at that bitch all the time. but like to me, like this is like that addiction, you know. It's like it's a calculated gambling thing, you know. It's a hobby. Like going to the casino for my grandpa is a hobby, you know. Like it's something he enjoys to do, you know. Him and his wife go like whatever, you know. So it's like it's that same thing. And like that's where I feel like people fuck up, is they don't have that like mindset about it. They're like, I need to make 10 grand today, and that's the only option. And you're never gonna make it with that mindset, you know.
Yeah, because it is what it is, what you just said. Like it's gambling.
Yeah,
which comes with like a lot of psychological stuff.
Yeah, so much emotions, man.
Like there's literally help centers for like addicted gamblers.
Yeah.
We're trying to like turn it into a career.
Yeah.
It's a tough business. I mean, I would compare it to like acting, honestly. Like it's a ton of rejection, a ton of hard work, and you'd never know like when the end is. Like you never know when you're actually gonna make it.
Yeah.
So it's just like ruthless.
Yeah, and I mean even to that point, like the upside is like exponential.
Yeah,
you know?
Huge.
Like if you turn out to be The Rock, you know.
I just watched Black Adam last night. Got really high. I went, posted up. Me and my girlfriend, only ones in the theater.
Oh no way. Dude, that's the best, honestly. You get the private theater.
It's like, yo.
But I mean, to that point though, you know, like what if he would have gave up, you know? I mean, he had, like, you hear all his stories, you know, him eating shit sandwiches forever, you know, just getting rejected over and over and over again, you know, and finally it cracked, you know.
All those actors, man, they're relentless.
Yeah, and like that industry is just set up to be like that. I mean, you know how it is being in your area, you know, like we see it.
They only reward the hard workers.
Yeah.
Not the hard workers, the people that get rejected.
The relentless ones, yeah.
Yeah, the relentless ones.
Yeah, even think about like Stetson Bennett.
Yep,
You
dude,
know?
what a crazy story.
Yeah, same thing, you know, like just rejected over and over and over again. It's relentless.
Just
Like,
like,
nope,
nah, man.
nah, this is me. You guys need
He's
to play me.
unfazed.
Yeah, you guys need to play me.
He's like, nah, man, I'm playing.
Yeah.
Playing this week. They're like, no, Stetson. No.
I was
Nah,
honestly
that's great.
really upset that he didn't win the Heisman simply because of his story. You know, like to me, he was more credible to win it because those dudes should have been on that stage. You know, those guys, like they should have been on that stage. They were highly ranked high school athletes, scouted all over the fucking place. You know, like they should have been on that stage. Stetson, you know, came out of JUCO, you know, walked on, like, I mean, but then led to like 26-0 or whatever they are now, you know? I mean, like, that's insane, you know?
Almost back-to-back natties.
Yeah.
SEC championship.
Yeah, it's insane. I couldn't believe it, like, when he didn't win. I was just like, I mean, I get it, you know? Like, he didn't have the same, like, you know, credentials that they had. But like I said, they should have had those credentials, and he shouldn't have, you know?
Hey, he gets to go to the playoffs.
Yeah, that's true. Let's see. Oh, business life over there on YouTube. No, I didn't take this. We talked about it, but looking for either the correction or the continuation. But at this point, just need more info to print.
What part of Atlanta are you going to?
I can't remember where my girlfriend's sister lives. Sandy Springs, I think. Yeah.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, is that where you are? Or close?
It's where I kind of was living. I was living like right by the Brave Stadium last year.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a cool area.
Yeah, like the Battery.
Yeah, the Battery, yeah.
But no, I mean, that shit's like, that's very close.
Yeah, I'll definitely hit you up. I'll hit you up if we come out there. It's
awesome.
It's not really confirmed, but doesn't really need to be either. It's just a little road trip, you know.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like 4 hours, right?
Yeah. It can be a pain in the ass, but
I hate going to Tybee.
yeah, the traffic, man. It can be a pain in the ass coming into Atlanta. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, let me know. I mean, no like pressure or anything.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure. If we come out there, I'll definitely hit you up.
If you don't have time, it's all good.
No, it's just my girlfriend's sister, and we go out there every now and then, like usually this time of year, just because I hate leaving Tybee in the summertime.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna not trade until the new year.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea, honestly.
Just to get this mental block over with.
Yeah, sometimes it's also just like literally taking .01s, you know, so that way you're not taking a financial loss, but at the same time, you know, you're
there.
getting a little confident. Like I've done that before, like where I'm just like so kind of drained, but need to kind of build up that confidence again.
Yeah, that should be preached more.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty good strategy for like a mental strategy. I'm on .25s right now.
Yeah,
That's
still
going to like .01s.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, that's still, you know, that you'll see some numbers change with a .25.
Yeah, it's like still a couple $100.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I'm doing like 0.1s.
Yeah, I've done it before. Like I did it in October. Like when I don't know, like if I can't remember if you were around then or not. I think so, but I was like August and September, like those 2 months I lost like 2 trades. And then October, like the first 14 days I took losses.
Brutal.
Yeah, and I was just like, what the fuck is going on? But that was that time where like the candlesticks were like all wild. They were like 50 pip candlesticks, and that's when I was like really trying to like trade I was trying to change my strategy to match what was going on, you know, inside of the market. And so like that's where like a lot of those like the 50% drawdown, like all that type of shit came in play. And I was just like, nah, I need to take a step back, you know, to what I was doing that was working. And then that's when I was like executing 0.01s just to see blue numbers, you know. And then I was like, all right, you know, this just solidified, like I need to just go back to the basics. But I was also taking like I was trading like 2 lots at that time, so I took some fat L's through that time period.
Yeah, it's tough. Where would you say you're at right now in your career?
Like mentally?
Like how confident are you?
Yeah, I mean I think like now
full-time kind of mode.
Yeah, I think now like I'm definitely like confident with like certain situations, you know, like I feel like I've defined like parameters to enter. Here, I'm gonna try and pull up I'm gonna pull up here, let me see if I can pull up the trading plan that I have created. But I would say like I'm at that point where it's like I've identified what I really like to see for a trade to play out, and I'm like starting to like identify what I don't want to see, you know. So like reasons to leave a trade early, I guess I should say.
Yeah.
Here. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this has been like an ongoing thing that I've been kind of adding to just based on like my weekly takeaways, things like that. But this right here is like what I've really constructed to be like where I'm most confident. Is like, you know, number one, just 1 trade per day. You know, 6:30 to 9:30 is the best time. You know, MP specials and slingshots are like the best moves. Identify the bias based on the daily direction, only trade in that direction. You know, 20 to 30 pip ranges to trade. Make sure zones are relevant to 30-minute time frames. So this was like like I added this in because I was getting caught up on like 15-minute zones, and I started to realize that like trades based on 15-minute zones weren't playing out like a 30-minute zone was, you know.
Does that include like the candles, like 30-minute candles, or is it only the zones? And you can use 15-minute candles.
No, so like if you notice here on my chart now, like I'm really only trying to look at these time frames.
Yeah.
And realistically, I think I could simplify it further just to daily and 30-minute. But I still like to like be conscious of like for example, this why like I marked up this, because this 1 hour candle also is closing right at that zone. You know, so it's like I still want to like tell the story across like hour and 4 hour, you know. But yeah, so just things like don't trade in the first hour of the session. You know, I noticed like a lot of times like I would come to the charts, thought I saw something that looked really good, but it was really just me not taking enough time to analyze what I was actually seeing. Make sure the story aligns. Before the trade, ask these questions. Plan to exit the trade. And then this is what I mean, like this is kind of like the next chapter, I feel like. So like these are above is all my conditions to take a trade.
Yeah.
But now it's like, all right, I've had this happen too many times. Candle has broke the previous candle high or low in the first 30 seconds of being open, and it's fucked me. So it's like, all right, that's on my don't take a trade if that happens list, Lots of consecutive bullish candles in a row. Have to expect bearish one incoming, and vice versa for bearish candles. So basically saying like the further that price moves away from a support, the higher chance it has to retrace. The further.
So then would you be selling on resistance?
Not necessarily. Like if it was like in a bullish trend, I would be looking for a pullback to continue to retest the highs or be a continuation, which would just be like the MP special. Or
like a pullback and then break.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and so like don't take the trade if H1 is yet to close above resistance. This was like something that I got caught up in recently, where it was like a similar situation to this, but like say for example the 30-minute candle did close below the resistance, but then we flip over to H1 and it didn't. So like that's something that I've been caught up in a couple of times recently. So to answer your question in short,
that's helpful.
I feel like the stage that I'm at is like I've determined like my A1 setups. Now it's like time for me to like figure out like how can I not get myself into anything other than those A1 setups.
Well, you've also identified like your biggest pain points.
Yeah.
And then you can kind of like steer clear of those.
Yeah. Yep.
But so okay, on that section, what was it? What was it about? Can you pull that up again?
Yeah, I can actually I can
Oh,
share.
that one right there before the trade. So like, say you're going through those questions, and you're kind of like convincing yourself to not take the trade, but it's still a good setup. Like, does that ever conflict with you, asking yourself those questions?
Yeah, and I put this in here because I think it was like Chaos. It's somebody from the YouTube chat was just like, you should start asking yourself these questions that you ask yourself after you take a loss before you take a trade. And I was like, damn, that's pretty smart. But it was for that, yeah, basically just to like try and talk myself out of the trade, just to make sure it's like 100% correct, because like that's what I'm like. I don't want to take like a 90% certain trade. I want to take 100% certain trade, like the stars are aligned, the planets are aligned, I want to execute.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I can share this. Whoops. Yeah, I'll drop it in the Zoom chats in the Zoom chat there. But that's for you guys that don't know, that's Notion. It's a free software to use, like a free app to use. So you can just duplicate that into your own Notion account or bookmark the link, whatever you want to do. But if you want to edit that, then you can just duplicate it as a template and then edit it as you wish inside of Notion. But that's kind of the thing, Jake. Like, I mean, going back to like what you were talking about earlier, like all that's really just developed from trial and error. You know, like I like just had to fail to like figure that out. I mean, some of it's like come from Raja, you know. Well, I mean, like all the knowledge really has come from Raja, but like the plan itself is really based on like my own executions, you know.
Yeah. There's a lot to learn there.
Yeah. Yeah, and it just comes down to like just taking some time every weekend to review, you know, the trades from the week, you know, review the wins, you know, so you can duplicate them, and review the losses so you can avoid them. Damn, I just saw that that Mississippi State coach died, Mike Leach. That's crazy.
Oh damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I guess he died overnight. That's crazy.
I don't even really know who that is, actually.
Yeah, I don't really. I mean, he's been like up and coming. I think he was like the Washington State head coach last year when they had that run. Then he went to Mississippi State this year, I think. But yeah.
Damn. I was gonna try to go to the Peach Bowl. They're like very expensive.
Yeah, I wanted to go last year because Michigan State was playing in it.
Oh yeah, true.
But they are in no bowl this year.
Oh.
Yeah,
TCU
bad
game.
season.
There's a lot of good bowl games this year.
Yeah. Yeah, those New Year's 6 bowls, those are usually pretty good. Dang, gold gonna continue, it looks like. Yeah, see, this is when it's tough, you know, because what I would do in the past in news situations like this is I would drop down into 15-minute or 5-minute and try and figure out, you know, how I could catch the continuation or how I could catch the correction. But going back to like what we were talking about as far as like the trading plan, it's not duplicatable. You know, it's duplicatable across news event situations, but those news events don't happen every single day, you know. So like I don't like to like frame my mind towards like this is a possibility, you know. So this is like where days like this kind of get tough.
Yeah, I mean a news event, just once it happens, it usually messes up the market too much to even trade the rest of that session.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, usually what I'll have to do is wait until London close, because, I mean, we have no information with this. You know, we just see price moving bullish as hell. We need some sort of candles. Like GJ it's a little easier to kind of like paint a picture of what could happen. You know, this is obviously a strong zone here. We closed right at it. You know, it hasn't broken a low yet. So I mean, it could form support here, do that pullback, create a resistance, and then go retest the lows. That's what I would be looking for. That would be like pretty ideal. Yeah, that would be
Probably not gonna trade.
But gold, I mean, this thing's probably just gonna keep moving for a little while.
Gold looks scary.
Yeah, you see that stuff with that Texas coach too, Jake? Texas
Texas
men's
University?
basketball coach.
Like Houston?
No. Texas, University of Texas.
Mm. No, I didn't.
Yeah, he got he freaking fumbled the bag, man. He got arrested for like domestic violence stuff. He's gonna get canned. They're good as hell too. They're like number 7 in the country right now. They're on a run. They're like 7-1 or something, I think. 8-1. You fucked up.
Hey, at least it wasn't something worse.
Yeah, but he Texas got him though because they had it in his contract. You know, like if you do something to disrupt the university's like view on you or whatever, you know, like we don't have to pay you, you know. So like he's suspended without pay.
I thought you were gonna say like another what's his name? Sandusky.
Oh yeah, no.
I thought you were gonna like bring up another one of those.
No.
I was like, oh no.
No, we had that at Michigan State, man. The Nasser shit, man. Oh my god. I honestly thought that's when Tom Izzo was gonna retire. I thought he was gonna retire when all that shit was going on because they kept bringing him into it. They kept bringing Mark D'Antonio, the football coach, into it. And it was terrible. Like they weren't like accusing them of anything, but they just every time, you know, they would show up to a press conference or something, they would ask him about it, you know, and I'm just like, Jesus.
Yeah, dude, fuck that.
Yeah.
I'd probably be out of there.
Yeah, I because that's when D'Antonio retired. D'Antonio retired after it was all cleared up, and he said like when he retired, he said like that was a part of it. Like he got drained from that. But he said he didn't want to leave the university while it was, you know, being investigated because he didn't want to, you know, send a wrong image as far as like his commitment to the university or whatever.
Well, also like, kind of sucked to end your career on that note.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So. But yeah, I thought Tom Izzo was gonna go for sure because D'Antonio was like significantly younger than Tom. Tom's like 71 now, you know, he's getting old to be doing what he's doing, you know, like it's insane.
Yeah, but basketball coaches don't really do much.
Yeah, but just, you know, just the commitment, you know, like, I mean, shit, when I'm 71, I'm trying to be chilling at beaches in the Bahamas or something, you know, I'm not trying to be showing up to work every day. Are you kidding me? You know, so that's like what I think about, you know, but yeah, I mean, to your point, I mean, especially him, you know, he's got whole freaking staff developed around him, you know. I mean, he has a lot of say, but like at the same time, like he's built that over the last 25 years or whatever, you know. So I'm sure he's he does very minimal. Yeah, gold just gonna keep flying.
Yeah, there's no more trades. It's 9:30.
Yup. Yeah, I'm just going to keep my eye on it. I'll check it like every half hour or so and see how the 30-minute candle closes, but if we can get some sort of pullback during London close and a continuation, I think that would work out. But yeah, even the lower time frames aren't showing anything. Yeah, for GJ, I'll be looking for like a pullback and then a retest of the lows to continue.
Pull back to where?
I don't know, wherever it wants
That area
to.
you're at. So that would be like a 15-minute type zone.
Yeah, I'm looking at something like that.
I mean, would you consider that a valid zone to trade off of?
This?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. The only reason I put it here is like because this seems a little bit stronger with like this.
Because it's like within the range almost.
Yeah.
But it's still like pretty defined enough with 30-minute candles.
Yeah, and a lot of times like what I see with like big volume pushes like this is price won't make it all the way up here to retest.
Yeah.
You know, it might just continue.
Yeah.
Know?
I just flutter.
Yeah. Yeah, so it really depends, but yeah, I was looking at the same thing with gold, but there's like a couple situations, like there's this area, then there's this right over here, and probably a lot more, but most recent. So I mean, same type of thing with gold, you know, pull back and retest to these zones somewhere and then continue up. But that might not happen today. That might be a tomorrow type of move.
Yeah. You use the daily at all?
Really just to confirm direction. So like in this situation, like I would only really want buys just because the daily candle has a very high probability to close bullish. You know, we just have to confirm like the entry based on lower time frames. Because like we've respected the low, broke the high, we took out all the highs. But at the same time, like this candle is huge at this point. So it is like, at this point, it's like buying the highs, you know? So that's why I like the pullback on the lower time frame would make sense to me. But yeah, so I mean, I do use a daily, but really just to like confirm direction.
Yeah, so it's not something baked in your trading plan.
No, yeah. But yeah, nothing for now. Just waiting. I'll try and send something over in the Telegram chat if I end up finding something that plays out or whatever. Oh.
Yeah, it works with me.
But right on. Hope y'all have a good one. I'm gonna shut it down for today. Get rocking and rolling on the rest of the day over here.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm not trading any.
Probably the smart decision.
You can do it too.
That is true.
Very easy.
Right on. Y'all stay safe. Catch up later on.
Alright, I'll see you.
Peace out. Let's see.